Q-34, gangsters are modern-day warriors. You see, it has been a secret of the warrior class that gangsters are everyday warriors whom, unlike stockbrokers, punch a clock to get paid. Gangsters must fight or protect to make money, for this is their nature. Remember something. Whichever side of the law that you choose, there are rules and conducts. Rules of conduct. Order to chaos in the criminal world exists as much as there is honor in this world. But since we are warriors, we need to fight. The problem with gangsters today is that they are so cutthroat that there is an element of being one, which is to stay together and die for each other. However, it is not like what it used to be, unless you're in organized crime. Yes, they are wolves, but even wolves are packed animals, capable of love and loyalty. So it is without mystery and very amusing and not funny when you see them at raves without their masks, as they really don't even look as people don't even know who they are unless you do. No. So loving and caring, this is not to ridicule them, as everything to them is trust. Actually, what is happening psychologically is that because gangsters are gangsters and have forgotten their purpose to it, which is to protect, fight, and die, they have forgotten their hearts, and most importantly, they have lost their identity, as they are born warriors. And although these people have a taste for violence, it is a part of their nature to be predatory, as it is a function of protection to be trained killers. But as time went on, money corrupts everything, as selling heroin and cocaine costs a lot of spiritual money. Women love these type of people. Yes, because they're bad, but mostly because they are protected by love and shielded by the nobility of it to die for it. And this is what they respect. Like angels and demons, there are only two sides to this reality. As such, warriors must choose which side, which is only one side, when there is another side, which is both sides. Some who have money have problems with authority. So when growing up, this has to do with how the child was raised. As you will find that children not raised by the proper parents, without parents, not with their not being at home, abusive parents, and without love, influences the child to develop antisocial behaviors. Antisocial behaviors is just, it sounds so horrible, but it's a society thing, and what it really means is that you're not a part of society. You don't socialize. You're violent. You're psychotic, and that makes you antisocial. But I mean, it's so hard to say, because if they see you at nightclubs or out at the mall, they can't say that. So it's just a term, and it's a gray, terrible gray area that really should be dark. But I mean, that's psychology for you, and it's true. Psychologically, at that level, you are anti-social because because you're psychotic. But I mean, but that's the way it is, right? I mean, the world's corrupt, right? But meanwhile, you know, if aliens came, I mean, I would rather trust someone who knows how to kill. And then in seeing that they're willing to protect and die for me, I mean, who would you choose? But anyways, I'm going to explain that later. So as a form of revolt, people become criminals because they're not raised properly and because they're really poor. And then you have the money aspect of it, as it is plentiful. As this pyramid structure promotes the strong and brave, this gives rise to modern-day gangsters. As they do not have the opportunity to have stable jobs that pay well, close to their homes, and they find school wrong, as they are not built for school. They're built to fight. It's the difference between a chess player and a football player. One is a mental warrior, the other is a physical warrior. But in a world with just angels and just demons, is a world that will always be in conflict, as a world needs warriors that are both mental and physical to bring back true spirituality to this world, as we desperately need to protect ourselves from alien invasions and collect resources from other planets. So we need scientists to build ships, and we need warriors to defend them and protect our borders, as they do not have the time for an education, as many have no support financially or to eat, to explore the mental and educational reality. Most of these children feel neglected and betrayed because they do not have the love and support and opportunities as others. And the real secret, but not really a secret, but truth in gray, which means neither good or bad, is that because they are willing to die for their beliefs, they are not being respected, and they hate that. And use the reason that this world is crazy. Anyways, These feelings soon turn into antisocial behaviors, as many will start selling drugs, turning to crime for income, opportunity, entertainment, and fame. Understand that as a parent, we all do not have the opportunity to live well. But honestly, maybe it is time to consider that if you do not have the money, not having a child, or getting an abortion, that not having a child from sex, or getting an abortion might be the best for the child. The best option for the child. If and only if you want it to succeed, the child to succeed. I mean, if you do not wear a condom during sex, the 48-hour pill is very cheap and extremely effective. And in this way, it gives you the chance to not be bonded from having children. And there's responsibilities to having children, because if you're in jail, you can't provide for them. Being a parent is wonderful, responsible, and caring. But if that child fails in the future, your family's name in history, and it is your failure and not the child's. The child at least needs a fighting chance, which an education can provide, and parents to care and provide for them. But as 2012 passes and into the near future, technology and science will allow us to live longer, up to 120 to 150 years of age. What this means is that we don't need to have children when we are 20 to 25 or 20 to 35. We can wait until we are 50 to 75 to have children. Therefore, or what this means is that after 20, 30 years of working, an education will be affordable. Please see Q1 how 2012 and age span will change marriage. A house paid for and throughout the entire time. So an education will be affordable, and you might have a house paid for, and throughout the entire time you could go on vacation every year. Also, interest rates will be 8 to 12%, and mortgages will be 3 to 5%. The golden age will be a wonderful time and opportunity to be worked on. Furthermore, like I said earlier, if you do pass all the tests and you do have good karma, our soldiers get paid very well. They get paid $1 million. They don't ever pay taxes.